Welcome to All Things Hips tutorial, where I'll be giving you 3 tips on how to strengthen and warm up the hips, and later 3 tips on how to stretch them and get even deeper into the hip flexors and the entire hip area. So let's begin by the 3 fire ones. So the first variation to strengthen and warm up the hips, which I think is also the most obvious one, is high lunge. In this variation, I'm showing the runner's variation. So knee over ankle, right leg in the back is super straight, right hip wants to move forward, left hip wants to move back, and just staying here, shoulders down, looking to the front of the mat. From here, we can raise the hands, make them parallel, make the arms parallel to the mat. And if this is enough, we can come even higher, legs strong, shoulders down, and slowly come all the way down to the mat. Another fun way to strengthen up the hips is leg lifts. So you can do this one also in a number of variations that I'll show you right now. The first one will be in Sphinx pose. So we want the forearms parallel to each other. Hands flayed on the mat, shoulders down, elbows are in, looking forward, and from here lift the right leg, lift the left leg, right and left. Keep the legs as straight as possible and do this for about 10 times. From here we can go back on the forearms also, but now lifting the hips off the floor, and from here lifting the leg and lowering down, lifting the leg, lowering down, making sure the toes don't splay to the side, so we're working the leg a little bit more, and to the mat. If we want to do some more leg lifts here, we can straighten the leg also, and inhale, lifting it up and down, inhale up and down. The entire time we're keeping the shoulders down, not hunched over our ears, and relax for a moment. The last variation we can do it in, of course there are many, but for this tutorial we'll be doing it in downward facing dog. So from here also just lifting the leg up and down, toes looking toward the mat, up and down, and we can do this also about 10 times each side, 10 times in each variation, just getting all the fire into our hips and legs. The last exercise, which I think is the least obvious, is toe taps. I found out while I was practicing for my handstands that toe taps were making my hips super strong and really burning them up on fire, and so I think it's a great exercise even if you're not practicing handstands and just want to strengthen the hips. So what we'll be doing is coming into Uttanasana. At first, just folding down. And from here, taking the feet a little bit wider apart, hands are glued to the mat, shoulders up, back is like you're in cat when we're practicing cat and cow, and so we're in cat now. And from here, stomach in, legs are strong, lift the right foot from the floor and touch the forearm if it's possible, place it down. Left foot off the floor, touching the left forearm, placing it down. So if this exercise is not in your practice, I'm telling you, you have to give it a try, at least 5 times each side, and then grow it from there and see how it goes. Now that we got our hips all warmed up, we'll be starting the more stretchy poses that we use to open up the hips, the hip flexors, and it'll be working also on the shoulders at the same time. So lots of fun. The first pose I'm going to do is Warrior 2 with a bind. You probably know this pose in one variation or another, and if binding in this pose is still not in your practice, I'm going to show how to use the strap to make it work, and if it still doesn't work, you can stay in Parsvakonasana, which is a twist in Warrior 2. But I'm going to show it anyway, just so you can have some more options in your practice. So obviously we're going to position ourselves first in Warrior 2, taking the strap with the back hand, and inhale coming forward, exhale taking the front hand under the front knee, and from here we can grab the strap and inhale, start opening up, keeping the legs strong, we're not collapsing with the leg. And just opening up, head to the front, the back leg to the back. Just opening up the shoulders, opening up the hips. And if we can reach for the back wrist, then we'll grab it and open up the collarbone, keeping the leg strong. And exhale, coming to the mat. The second pose I'm going to be showing is low lunge, but in this one we'll do either a quad stretch or a mermaid. I'm going to show both using the strap, not using the strap, and just giving you, once again, more options. So, as I said, we'll be starting with low lunge, knee over ankle, placing the hook slowly around the back leg. And from here, we want to grab the leg forward but push with the leg back. Doing this for a while, and after that we're going to bring the leg forward and do this until you start feeling the opening in the quad of the back leg. If we reach the back leg pretty easily, I'm going to read the strap. Then we'll grab the back leg from the inside and start pushing it forward. If it's pretty easy on the shoulder, we can move the fingers toward the front of the mat and push the leg a little bit more forward. Not too outside of the hip, not too much inside. We want to really protect the knee here while we're doing the stretch. Another fun way to open up the hips here is do the mermaid pose. So what we're going to do is, once taking the back leg toward us, this is also a back bend, so make sure your back is warmed up before. Taking the armpit of the back hand into the back leg and grabbing the back hand with the front hand from behind. So this is really working out the hips and the back and shoulders all at the same time, which is always fun. And releasing to the floor, slowly coming back to sitting. The last stretch we'll be doing is Virasana or Supta Virasana, which is the lying down variation of Virasana. So let's start. We'll take the knees a little bit wider apart because this is a really big stretch on the hips and it might hurt the knees. So of course, if they hurt, either don't do it at all or take the knees really wide apart. And we'll come to sitting down. The shins are outside of the hips and the legs are glued to the hips. If this is too much and the knees are very wide, we can also take a block and place it under the round for more leverage and less stress on the knees. So this is the sitting down variation. This is the Virasana. If the sitting down variation was accessible to us, we can start lowering down into Supta Virasana, which is more of a stretch on the hips and also opens up passively the lower back a little bit. So let's begin. We'll place the hands on either side of the feet, shoulders are down, and we'll start lowering ourselves slowly to our forearms. If we can do this without the knees lifting up, then we'll stay as long as the knees are staying on the floor. We don't want the knees to lift up. If this is your maximum, then this is your maximum. If this is your maximum, stay here. It's a good enough stretch as this. But if your knees don't lift off the ground, we'll stay here. Head back, and then slowly come to lying down. Once again, if the knees lift up, remove the pose. So we'll be staying here. Lower back is in a little bit of an arch, shoulders are down, hands are on the mat, and just stay here. You can stay here for as long as you like, as long as it's not painful. And when you've had enough and you want to get up, once again, you're placing the hands next to the feet, belly in, and slowly coming up, and to sitting. To conclude, these are a few hip exercises that I do almost daily and help me a lot with my back bend practice and my entire practice and just getting stronger and more open in the entire hip area. I hope these were helpful to you. If you have any comments or anything to say at all, just write it down in the comments and subscribe to my channel to see more videos in the future. you so much.